Hi everyone, it's Monica here. Today I'm going to show you my hat collection. It's not that impressive, but it is what it is, and I've got a lot of them. So I'm going to start with the kind of more casual hats. This is a little purple kind of beanie hat. It's got a cute little bow on it. I believe that I borrowed it off somebody and I just became estranged from that person and I never gave it back. But it's quite warm. Do we have in here? I got this one, which is similarly a kind of beanie hat. It's hand knitted by my little cousin. She was going on like a school trip to, I think it was Iceland, and she was raising her own money to pay for the trip there by selling mittens and hats that she'd knitted. It's coming open a little bit there. I'm a bit gutted, but it was really nice. Lasted me a long time. Got this also beanie hat, which is like a navy blue colour. It's got a little pom-pom on the back. I have this one, which is like a Nepalese style hat. This pattern in particular is a traditional Nepalese knitted pattern, and one of my mum's friends was visiting from India and she made it for me while she was here. It's a little bit small, but I wear it when I do yoga. And it's white, by the way. In this light it might look kind of cream, but it is white. My hair's gonna go so static in this video. Okay, got this one, which is one of my favourites. It's a little beret and it's very soft. It's really soft, it's almost kind of fluffy, and it almost feels like it's got real animal hair in it, but it's synthetic. I think I got this from Tesco. From Tesco for like a £5 ages ago, but it remains one of my favourite hats. If you can see the kind of fluffiness that it has, it feels quite soft as well. thing I've got is kind of, I think there's a special name for this hat, but I always forget what it's called. But I want to say it's, I think they call it Baker Boy's hat, where it's like a beanie hat, and then it's got like this visor section here, which is really good for when it rains all of a sudden, which in Manchester it always inevitably does. This is really good for that. I remember I bought it when I was watching, when I'd started watching The L Word, and I was on season 2, I believe. I think it's season 2. It's the season where Shane and Jenny are roommates. I think it's season 2, when they're first roommates, when Jenny like cuts all her hair off. And the character Shane at that point wore a lot of these kind of visor hats. They're kind of 60s too, which I like. And this one's, I've had it for a really long time, but it's never once like had a thread coming out or gotten snagged on anything. It's been really good to me, really good quality. Never worn it backwards. Wonder if that looks ridiculous. Well, it's a look, not one whether I should go for it or not. I think it has like a piece of card in this visor bit, or plastic. Next one is this also pink knitted one, which my boyfriend's grandma knitted for me, and was a gift last Christmas. No, the Christmas before last. No, yeah, last Christmas. I actually wore this one throughout the whole of last weekend because I like it. It's a little bit loose on my head. It's a bit big, so I can, when it's really cold, I can really like pull it down so it covers my ears and like the back of my neck and stuff. Next one is, it's really old and tatty now. Some of these hats I should probably throw away after doing this video. It's from H&M. Really simple, a big like pom-pom on top. I used to wear this hat a lot. I've not worn it in a while actually. I might throw it away now. It's getting a bit bobbly. This one is still a little bit wet from where I wore it today. It's just a big baggy knitted beanie hat, which goes with absolutely everything apart from, you know, formal wear. But yeah, it goes with everything basically. It's like a grey colour, grey and some white and lighter greys mixture, but it's got that kind of classic crisscross knitted pattern in it, which I really like. and it was from, let's see what the label says, it was from H&M. This next hat I've not worn in ages, but I really like it. It was also from H&M, and it's like a giant old school Russian hat. Oh, and on the, it's so epic. I love this one. On the top it's kind of got this crazy pattern. It kind of feels like brains. It's really good. I'll take it with me when I go to Iceland next. The only thing is that it's a bit small for my head. Like when I put it on, like I have to like proper froze my face. When I put it on, I have to like really pull it down on my head. But yeah, it's good for when it's cold, so I think I'll be wearing it this Christmas. It's really tight. I'm starting to get really bad hat hair. So that's all for my casual hats. I'll put them back in the bag. I put that near the top because I'll wear that tomorrow. Next ones are kind of fancier hats, or more flamboyant or outlandish hats that I have. Some of them I've not worn in a really long time. We have this one, which is my summer holiday hat, because it's very thin and it keeps the shade on my face, because I don't like to get too tanned on my face. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I think it sounds the same for you as it does in my head. Yeah, as you can see, it is really thin. Like, you can see the light through it there. It's just like a cotton kind of poly blend. We have this one, which I always forget the name of this type of hat. It has a special name, I'm sure, but I think it's a man's hat. I think it's a man's hat. But I'm just going to put the screen back because I keep looking at myself in it when really I should be looking at the lens. Yeah, I think it's a man's hat. I got it from a second-hand vintage shop in Berlin, in Mitte, on the edge of Kreuzberg. But yeah, just really liked something about it, so I got it. This next one is particularly outlandish. I got it in Russia. I think I got it in Moscow or St. Petersburg. Maybe in St. Petersburg. Yeah, I think I got it in St. Petersburg. I don't often wear it out and about anymore because it's quite a statement. But yeah, it opens at the top and these bits come down, and it's super warm. Like when I was in Russia, it kept me super warm. It's still really fluffy, like it's kept its fluffiness quite well. If you really want to, you could tie it there, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it looks really silly when you tie it there. Probably do. Oh, I can't even do it. Can't even do it. I've got another hat from my trip to Russia that I don't actually have here right now. I think it's at my parents' house, but it was kind of like, it was like a dark grey, and it was like triangle shaped with big like triangle shaped ear flaps that came down, and it was really cool. But yeah, I don't have it here right now. Then this one is so old. I've had it for such a long time. Oh, something's falling over there. I've had it for such a long time, and originally it was my cousin's. She gave it to me. She'd had it for about 20 years. It's a cowboy hat. I like it because it's like, it feels proper. It's not like plastic or reinforced, it's really thick. It's got this buckle over here. As you can see, it's very dusty. What does it say inside? It says, it's got a lovely inside as well. It says Car Lop, self-conforming, made in Mexico. Charlie by Car Lop, hat collection, wool felt. 58 Mexican, 7 1/4 USA. And oh yes, so we've got some sort of logo here. If that means anything to anybody, I would appreciate it if you let me know. I'm not really sure. I think my cousin got it from like a second-hand shop in London somewhere. Yeah, needs a good lint roller on it though, doesn't it? Okay, this hat I bought in Urban Outfitters in New York. I think it's one of my first trips to New York. It's got these beautiful feathers on it. It's really blue. That looks really nice in comparison to the beige. It's blue, amber and black. I'm sure that used to be a whole feather, but it's just become very withered over time. I've had it for about 6 years or so now. Yeah, but it's like a 1920s round hat. Which I do really like. This one's similar kind of caliber to the 1920s one. But it's this grey, corrugated grey. Feather. It's got this banding around it as well. Feathers are kind of amber, coppery colour into rustic orange and black tips. There's a little tinge of green there. I don't know if you can see that little tinge of green. And then this is the last hat now. It's my most recent hat. I've bought just a small purple kind of mod 1920s hat. It's kind of cool because you can literally see that this is actually just rolled. It's like they've made the felt hat and then just rolled it up. I don't want to ruin it, but see what I mean. Just rolled it. Oh no, there's loads of dust in my tea now. Yeah, I'm not going to be drinking that. And there you go, that was my hat collection. It's not that fantastic, but it's, you know, I like to collect them. I hope you enjoyed it. Sleep well and happy dreams.